Okay guys, so obviously you can tell by the template or by the title name here of this system, this is the cold outreach system that has closed over 90 e-commerce brands for my agency in the last 3 years, resulting in easy $2 million plus in revenue. This is the exact system. If you want to get the behind the scenes of the actual scripts that you were using, the actual offers that we're using, all of the real stuff, as well as how we're actually building the lead list. It's one of the most important things when it comes to cold email is about where you're actually getting these leads. Because if you're buying them from store leads, you're not going to make it. I'll just tell you that right now. Link below this video to join the inner circle. I have everything about how to build the lead list, the live email scripts, and the actual offers that we're using right now. So this is going to be a cold email and Loom outreach approach. Now, before you roll your eyes, guys, this works for a reason. This works for a multi-7-figure agency. If you've gone ahead and tried cold email and Loom before, you may have not tried this exact approach. And it's not a matter of if it works, it's just a matter of getting it to work. And so once you've actually acquired a good lead list, you're gonna go ahead and start with email 1, which is essentially an intro. Now, for us, we're determining what script to use here. So we basically have like 2 to 3 different scripts depending on the circumstance of the brand that we're reaching out to. So are they running emails? Yes, then we'll use script A. If they're running ads, and if they're not running ads, we'll use script B, and so on and so forth. We'll determine what script to use. We go ahead and send that. We're basically on a cadence of sending every other day. So email 1, rest, email 2, rest, email 3, rest, so on and so forth. And it is an automated process, but the first 2 emails, guys, are actually done manually by a team member of ours. So they're basically figuring out what lead to send it to, obviously editing a bit of the template that we use, figuring out which script and template they need to edit to send. They go ahead and send that. Then we're using MailTrack to determine if they've opened the email. If they haven't opened the email after, on day 2, if this was to say no, then we would go ahead and send email 1, and we're doing this a total of 2 times. So basically trying to eliminate the number of times we're sending leads to dead or emails to dead accounts or accounts that might bounce. So we're sending the email once manually, reviewing was it open on the second day. If it wasn't open, we're resending that email again. We look back on the 4th day, was that opened? If it wasn't opened again, then we're moving that lead to a quote unquote like dead email list. We'll try and revive them in like a 3-6 month period, see what's up. But if they have opened the email in the second email or the first email, great. We'll go ahead and move on with the sequence, which is a custom Loom. And we film this no matter what. We're actually not asking them if they want a Loom. This is a specific offer and a specific video as well. If you want access to what the Looms we're filming are, the exact Looms that I've used to close clients a couple months ago, as recently as a couple months ago, that are in the inner circle. All that's in the inner circle in the description, guys. So we send a Loom, right, with a very specific offer. They're around 2 minutes and 30 seconds at the absolute most. We repeat that sequence, determining did they open the email? No. We're resending the Loom. Did they open the email? No. Okay, cool. We're gonna scrap it. Did they open the email? Yes. They're moving on to the automation. And then once they've opened email 1 and email 2, which is the Loom, those are both done manually, then they are sent into an automation. We use Instantly to do so, which is basically a follow-up of case studies, case studies, case studies, case studies, and then all of these case studies have a call to action, which is actually sublinking back to the initial Loom, right? So it's very simple for us to sort of determine or use that as the call to action, actually get them to book a call. And then finally, this is probably about at this point, I have it says email 6. At this point for us, it's probably like a 8 to 9 email sequence. It expands over, I think, around probably like 6 weeks, because the final 2 emails, we really stagnate them quite a bit. But then essentially we're figuring out, did the brand actually open those emails? Were they engaged in the follow-ups that we were sending? If they were, then we reach out with a revival script, and that kind of takes them down an entire other sequence of probably 3 to 4 emails. And then if they did not engage, they kind of told us, they'd open the emails once or twice, maybe they didn't even watch the Loom ever, then we're going ahead, and this is done manually, these final 2 parts, and determining what to do here. They're going ahead and looking in Instantly, has this brand completed the sequence? Okay, they have. How many times did they interact with our emails? Cool, we'll go ahead and reach out with a revival script if they were active. If they were not, we're putting them into a dead lead, don't reach out again list, right? And from there, they become terminated as a lead. So I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Again, this is just a very quick overview of the email outreach system that we use. But again, this has been used to close over 90 e-commerce brands, resulting in legitimately millions of dollars in revenue for my agency. As I mentioned before, guys, if you're interested in getting the legitimate scripts that we're using, how we're building the specific lead lists that we use, and everything else in between, link in the description to join our inner circle. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Drop a like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.